Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Tom Johnson begins now.
The state government is welcoming the TGA's approval, confirming Tasmanian children will likely be able to have the jab from next month.
It'd be great if we were able to start rolling that out on the 10th of January, and planning is already underway to ensure that we can do that as quickly as possible.
GPs and pharmacists will be utilised to help roll out the vaccine before the school term begins. Huon Valley fruit growers are fearing for their livelihoods after wild weather tore through a number of properties this week. One farmer counting the cost after losing his entire apple crop.
Mounds of hail remain on Blake Reeves' property 3 days after wild weather tore through the Huon Valley.
Took the whole crop out, took out probably $400,000 worth of infrastructure.
His apple trees left in tatters, the nets protecting his cherries torn by the heavy hail. His future now uncertain, with little options left for the upcoming season.
Other growers that come to me said we'll try and get some sort of money out of juice, but that might cover some of that money I've invested over the year.
Lucaston Park Orchards has been in the Griggs family for 3 decades. Their apples, among many in the valley, left badly damaged.
And it's affected about 9 orchards and some vineyards as well. We're actually still figuring out what to do. We don't really know because we haven't had it like this before.
It's already been a tough year for apple growers, with an oversaturated market driving down prices, and it will likely be another year and a half before they can start making money on the next crop. Winemaker Kate Hill won't be producing reds after losing up to 60% of her crop.
It's a more vigorous variety and the internodes are longer, so the bunches sit up higher on the laterals, and I think they're more vulnerable being higher up.
After recent bushfires, frost and now hail, many producers will be counting the cost for a long time yet. Ainsley Kosh, 7 Tasmania News.
The future of Targa Tasmania has been guaranteed until 2027, with the organisation penning a 5-year funding deal with the state government. The event will receive $1.97 million, with Targa offering new experiences for drivers.
The event is transitioning into more of a tourism event rather than a car race. Only about 30% of the cars actually now race. Everyone else just drives around and has a holiday. So we're looking to expand that into 2 other events, just touring events.
Targa Tasmania will return to the state in late April next year, with sweeping changes to the event after the deaths of 3 people during competition this year. The first weekend of December marks the start of the patrol season across Tasmanian beaches. Local clubs are on the hunt for new surf lifesavers, inspiring younger swimmers to one day jump on board.
Up off the sand, these nippers racing towards the waves, diving headfirst into the choppy ocean, learning how to stay safe and care for others in the water.
I like being with other people that teach me how to read the waves.
Yeah, just helping people makes me feel really good.
Taking part today in Clifton Beach Surf Lifesaving Club's annual open day.
We want them to enjoy the beach, but we want them to be safe at the beach as well. So to recognise what rips are, to recognise what to do in the surf when they might get into a little bit of trouble.
Teaching those valuable skills, while also encouraging the next generation of beach patrollers required to be aged 13 and over.
Welcoming anyone down to the beach to hopefully get more members, because beach safety is a really important thing for young people to old people, like anyone.
We're always looking for more. The nipper movement is starting to grow all the time. We have a big dropout period of teenagers, so if there's more teenagers out there want to get involved, that'd be great.
And as summer shines over Tasmania, Surf Lifesavers will be keeping a close eye on beachgoers from today.
It just gives the public a safe swimming area, so every beach that's got a surf club will have their flags up, and just make sure you come down and swim between the flags.
Patrolling will continue on weekends and public holidays until March next year. Ruby Kamane, 7 Tasmania News.
The Christmas spirit shone through Hobart today as locals soaked up the sun while listening to festive tunes. The 2nd annual Sunshine Carols offering music, circus skills, craft activities and even buccaneers visiting from Treasure Island. Wellbeing support organisation Families Tasmania bringing everyone together as an alternative to evening carols for those with young children.
Sunshine Carols is about filling that gap and offering a really engaging, interactive, inclusive family Christmas festival for families with children of all ages.
The event at St David's Park also making up for the absence of the Christmas pageant for the second year in a row. Tasmanian sheep have been herded by some of the state's top working dogs. 75 have been put through their paces, but only one could be named the winner at the Northern Sheepdog Championships.
A competition of patience, skill and agility. These working dogs battling it out to be crowned the winner of the Northern Sheepdog Championships.
Working sheepdogs control the sheep largely by using their eyes and also their body presence. So just a dog leaning slightly to one side can mean that the sheep move off, and they control them in that way.
The dogs have 15 minutes to herd the sheep through the course, with points deducted when they go outside the parameters. And one dog managed to steal the show.
Steele is a 6-year-old border collie. I've had him for 5 years. I got him as a young dog. It's been pretty successful for me. I think I've won something like 13 open trials with him. He's made the Australian Test team, and I've won a state title with him.
This year's course proving to be particularly difficult.
Yesterday was pretty good. Today was a bit tough for a lot of people. The sheep were a bit tougher today, wanted to run a bit more.
Hundreds of sheep have been brought in to ensure no animal does the course twice, meaning it's fair for every dog competing. But when it comes to the winner, anything is possible. Elizabeth O'Neill, 7 Tasmania News.
The Tasmanian State Wheelchair Team has versed one another at an Inclusion and Wheelchair Football Gala Day. The friendly game gave the team the opportunity to play after the National Wheelchair Carnival was cancelled this year due to COVID.
AFL is our national game, so it's fantastic to be able to adapt the sport and get out and about and, regardless of your ability, just jump in a chair and have a go.
Spectators were also able to watch the Tasmanian State Inclusion Team play against the Launceston Masters team. And the draft schedule has been released for the 2022 Repco Supercars Championship. Symmons Plains is set to host the second round, with the Tasmania Super Sprint roaring through on March 26 and 27, a month earlier than previous seasons. The 13-round nationwide event is returning after major COVID-19 disruptions over the past 2 years. Racing is set to kick off in Newcastle on March 4, ending in Sydney in November.
Good evening. Launceston reached 20 today, Hobart 19, 18 in Devonport and 17 in Burnie. 22 was the state's top in Bushy Park, 19 across Smithton and Strawn, and Friendly Beaches 20. Mid to low level cloud is seen across the northwest of the state, with cloud developing about the north during the afternoon. Further out, a mid to high level cloud band is moving across South Australia, while cloud and thunderstorms can be seen about the Northern Territory. Tomorrow shows a northerly wind flow over Tasmania as a cold front approaches the state from the west. Northeast to northwest winds tomorrow, 20 to 30 knots, swells up to 2 metres in the west and south and below a metre in the north. A strong wind warning is current for eastern and southern coastal waters from the northern tip of Flinders Island to Low Rocky Point. Tomorrow's forecast now, partly cloudy across Hobart and Ouse, Dover 23. In the north, 22 in Launceston, a shower or two across Devonport and Scottsdale. Burnie tomorrow 18, showers developing in Strawn, Stanley 20. Partly cloudy across St Helens and Swansea, Ross 21. The UV forecast is very high across the state. Looking ahead to the 3-day forecast, Tuesday showers in the north and west extending statewide during the morning. Wednesday mostly fine apart from showers in the southwest. And Thursday showers in the southwest with south to southwesterly winds across the state. Capital cities 33 and sunny in Perth tomorrow, Adelaide 28 and a possible shower in Canberra. And currently Hobart 18 and mostly sunny, Launceston 16 and Devonport 16 and mostly cloudy. That's all for weather, Tom.
Thank you very much, Jackie, and that is all the news for now.